What's going on, guys? James here again. After doing some more research on water cards to test out throughout the course of the progression of ranked duels, this is going to cause a lot of wreaking havoc for one. So, most cases, we got a long list of matches throughout the ranked duels. We got Sword Soul, Cash Tira Tearlaments, Branded Bistio, Horus, Ubel, Hungry Burger, Stun Burn Control, Buster Blader, Cyber Dragon, Ubel, Shining Sark, Buster Blader Toy. With his hand going first, if there's nothing that can keep me going from offensive maneuver setups, the best solution is to put out at least 2 water monsters in mind. Normal infantry, extra normal deep sea sentry, 2 waters for Coral. Coral bring back sentry. Nope, imperm. And pass, along with the set. Can I just say, Royal Rare, Incredible Ecclesia, absolutely fantastic. So it's either Sword Soul, or even Albaz, of course, spicing it up. The Iris. When it comes to Iris, turning trader mode, way back when, I hardcore, low-key, loved this card. Now, she's turned traitor against me. Level 8 light spellcaster, 2500 both ways. Each effect of Iris once. When it comes to a monster whose effects are negated is anywhere on the field, free special from hand as a quick effect during the main phase. And it doesn't matter whose monster on the field is negated. And then when it comes to the opponent's special summon of monsters, more than one, outside of the damage step, depends on the location, that's not the graveyard or banish, she gains the supernatural effects. If it's from hand, Iris specials one from hand. If it's from the deck, Pot of Greed. If it's from the extra deck, does not target destroy one of those special summon monsters from the extra deck. Iris over Coral. Set 1 and pass. Normal Prince. Prince toss out Dragoon. Imperm. No difference because Dragoon with the search for Moonling Glacier. Imperm the Iris. Max C. Crash. The reason behind Prince crashing is because we got 5 waters in the graveyard. So as a result, delinquent duo of elemental lords, and then Sword Soul players scooped. And this next matchup with this hand, once again, a lot awkward. Title, discard Sentry. Where in the card text or from title? Oh, sends one from dead to graveyard. Fair. Sentry. And of course, King of the Swamp. So that tells you literally any fusion deck, aka tier elements, to set and pass. Also, grab back the Swamp. Set 2, normal Reinoheart. Lost out, by the way. Chalice, the Reinoheart. 19 beats, and pass. Title, banish 2 waters to special, normal marksman, Soliek, negate off marksman, two waters for area, Max C, no thanks. Sharon, King of the Swamp from hand to graveyard, and then Crime, Ash, Foolish. Let's see, the Crime, no banished tier monsters. Soliek, send away to Sharon to negate area. Sharon, King of the Swamp, as the Aqua, kick Kalos, Chalice to kick Kalos, kick Kalos over area, area getting Prince, and pass. Soliek on the Prince, kick Kalos on the mill 5, Heartbeat, elements trapped from grave added to hand, so most cases that is Prime, Fenrir, Maxi, both Kyoto and Mudora in the same graveyard. Heartbeat for Crime, Prince, send Dragoon as cost, Mudora, Dragoon, Marksman, Title, all of them return, 800 beat, and pass. Set 2, one of them is a Crime, and pass. Prince, sending Dragoon once again. Also, hold, permanent negate too, dang. If that's never the case, Dragoon getting Deep Sea Diva, and then normal Deep Sea Diva, special guitar, Cash Tira Unicorn, Tearlament Scream, and Foolish Goods banished. Guitar, level modify. And then Cash Tira tier player scoop. And this next matchup, an honorary water monster to cover, General Ryo of the Ice Barrier. The reason why General Ryo is in this deck is because at first I wasn't completely sold on Ryo just because he is a level 6 water, well, technically a higher level water monster to be specific. But when I found out that certain cards in terms of discarding with another water, like with the likes of Tidal and or Deep Sea Minstrel, I said to myself, if there was ever a way to bring back General Ryo that's not all from Lancia, it just made me think. Over the course of a few days ago during testing, I did not realize Deep Sea Repetiteur can legit bring back higher level 5 or higher water monsters, which is absolutely crazy. So the context is, assuming that if General Ryo were to be in the graveyard, context is if this synchro summon card is sent to the graveyard, sent to your grave, you can target one level 5 or higher water monster in your graveyard that isn't Deep Sea Repetitor herself, special it out in defense, and the turn you do this, you cannot special except waters. Obviously, we ain't care, the whole deck is water. And on top of that, the effects are still live, which is absolutely crazy. Title, discard Dragoon. Oh, and toss out water statue. Obviously, if you're not running a water deck, it's basically game over. No one special except waters. Getting Artisan effect. Can't confirm. This hand is royally brutal. You got Lightning Storm, Red Eyes Fusion, Heavy Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, and Dark Magician. This hand is royally brutal. Normal Deep Sea, Special Infantry, Extra Normal Nethabis. Nethabis toss out Dragoon, getting Call of the Atlanteans. Dragoon, getting Mooling Glacier. 2 waters into Coral. Coral bring back Water Statue in defense specifically because of Lightning Storm. And on top of that, you can't Red Eyes Fusion now. Special Mooling Glacier, aka Delinquent Duo of Elemental Lords. Feather Duster. Heavy Storm. And just in case if they top deck Raigeki, Ice J, Gimir, Adrin got that covered. Context is, as a quick effect, you can activate this. Face-up monsters you control can't be killed or banished by your opponent's card effects this turn, which means Water Statue is guaranteed safe. Then, if you activated this effect in response to your opponent's card effect activation, card or effect activation, and your opponent has a cards, more than one, with that name on their field and or graveyard, you can banish those cards. If a card's more than one is banished by your opponent's card effect while this card is in your graveyard outside of the damage step, free special discard. Each effect hard once. And one set. Lightning Storm, Call of the Atlanteans, Nethabis Infantry Deep Sea, and Branded Bestial Scoot. And this next matchup, with this hand, we can just literally outright summon Water Statue, and if they don't play a water deck, you literally lose. Normal Water Statue, and 2 set. Nightmare Throne. And again, if you're not playing a water deck, you might as well concede at this point. What is with this list? Okay, so first of all, when it comes to Water Statue, Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood, Duamatef, not a single water monster outside of Duamatef and Ghost Sister can be seen. Otherwise, this concoction, that's something else. So basically, you got the 3 Royal Rare cards that says Make Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, Anniversary Dark Magician, the Red Eyes, I imagine from the Anniversary Royal Rare promo, Royal Rare Red Eyes Fusion, crazy. And then you got the Kashtira cards, Fenrir to Unicorn, and then the Dogmatica Maximus, 3 Imseti Spaghetti, 1 Duamatef, 1 Happy, 2 U-Bells, 1 OG, 1 Spirit, 1 Nibiru, 2 Maxi, 1 Effect Veiler, 1 DD Crow, 1 Infinite Impermanence, evenly matched, and then the Kashtira cards, aka Birth, Pressure Planet, and then the King Sark for the Horus cards. For the Maximus, you got the 2 Nadir Servants. For the U-Bells, you got 3 Nightmare Thrones. And then the Board Breaker of Droplet, Crossout, and 2 Call Buys. For the Hungry Burger stuff, you got 2 Poissonniere, 1 Brille Bouillie, 1 Confiras, Poelitis, 4 Glacia, Palaminiere, Hungry Burger, Bear Grill, the 3 Preparation, 1 Pre-Prep. Oh, and you also got Talents and Thrust, Wojci Lacat, 2 of them, 2 Nouvelle Restaurant, 1 Recette de Poisson, 1 Viande, and then you also got 1 Concours de Cuisine and Chef Special Recipe. Extra that consists of Entis, Garura, Red Eye Star Dragoon, U-Bell, 2 Petitia Couverture, one of them being a Royal, Hera the Arclight, Omega, Baron, Coach King Giant Trainer, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, Link Karibo, Anaconda, Dynamundo, and SP. Side note, why didn't I think of Dynamundo for the sake of my Nephthys ritual? But I don't even know. And this next matchup, with this hand going second, I'd say this is a tad bit awkward. We'll see. Time Terry Morganite. In order for you to play the game with this Heart and Soul card throughout this whole entire duel, once this card kicks in, no monster effects from the hand, Pot of Greed throughout the draw phases, and then double summon. 2 normal summon sets, not just 1. You can banish this from your grave, discard 1 Time Terry Morganite. Your opponent cannot activate monster effects when you normal summon this turn. Messenger of Peace, and 1 set. Normal Infantry, extra normal Artisan, 2 Waters into Coral, bring back Infantry, and 1 set, no attacking due to Messenger. Pay 100. Card Destruction. You know, the sad part is, I had Dragoon and Delinquent Duo in hand, as well as Call of the Atlanteans. And by Delinquent Duo, aka Moonlit Glacier. And then the rest of the draw cards happens to be, well, the rest of the cards in hand were Evenly Matched and Stealth Bird, man. And with this new hand now, another honorary water monster to cover, which is Defender of the Ice Barrier. If you're wondering why Defender also in this main deck specifically, it's for the sake of Lancia, Ancestral Dragon of the Ice Mountain. The case about Defender is level 3, Water Aqua Tuner, 200 attack, 1600 defense. While you control another Ice Barrier monster, monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack if their attack is greater than or equal to this card's defense. Basically, as long as there's 2 Ice Barriers on the field, any monster that is 1600 or more attack cannot declare an attack while Defender is around. Set. Normal summons Neo-Spacian Grand Mole on Coral, Imperm on Grand Mole, take some damage, and pass. Deep Sea Aria, Banish Dragoon, Shared Ride in 2025. Let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think the people in the back heard me. Shared Ride in 2025. And as a disclaimer, by the way, if any of you guys saw the TCG profile, the TCG version of Yu-Gi-Oh! That is, I happen to side deck Shared Ride because, first of all, card is dirt cheap for one. Second of all, who needs more Charmies or the Bad Maxi in TCG land when you have Shared Rides? The case about Shared Ride is, as a quick play spell, hard once on the activation. Once resolved, for the rest of the turn, every time cards are added from main deck to hand or grave to hand that isn't drawing them, you draw one. Chain Blizzard. Getting Deep Sea Diva, Extra Normal Nethibus, Real Normal Deep Sea, Special Guitar, Banishing 5, Magic Cylinder, Evenly Matched, Soul Levy, Falsadina Pachycephalo, Stealth Bird. Nethibus, Toss Out Infantry, getting Poseidra, Infantry Kill Off Messenger, Poseidra, Tribute to 3 Waters, being Infantry, Prince, and Guitar. The only real effect we get out of this would be Nethibus to bring back an Atlantean that isn't himself, being Infantry. And Poseidra kick back all the back row to the hand. Game state simplified. And this next matchup with this hand, once again, even more awkward hands. Normal Infantry, get Imperm to cancel out the summon. Spiritual Water Art should be the Infantry. I think realistically take away either Illusion or Maxi. Ain't too sure which one it was. Oh no, take away the Illusion. Just so that the opponent couldn't go no further. Set a monster, set 2, and pass. Top deck's Marksman, take the battle damage. Marksman for Nethabis. Nethabis toss out Dragoon for call. Dragoon, Ash, and pass. For a second there, I was about to say, if my opponent top decks evenly match, I'm going to cry, honestly. Nethabis toss out Dragoon, getting another Dragoons. Dragoons for Minstrel. Minstrel. With this next 2 draw cards now, the Lost Out Buster Blader and Fusion Armament. As for Fusion Armament, hard once on the activation. Let's see why they made this card a UR. Reveal 1 Fusion, special one of the Fusion materials whose name is mentioned on that, and then once doing so, from the extra deck or graveyard. But until the end of this turn, it cannot attack and its effects are negated, if any. Toss out Maxi. Game state simplified. And then Buster Blader, DM Scoop. Most likely Buster Blader. And this next matchup with this hand, straightforward. Normal to infantry. My hand is already that insane, so let me take a look. OG Cyber, Veer, Machine Dupe, and Nibiru. Obviously, we just hand rip Nibiru out of this. Extra normal Deep Sea Diva, Deep Sea for Nethabis. I shall assist you 1 card on that. Nethabis toss out Dragoon for call, Dragoon getting Deep Sea. And 2 set. Special Cyber, Veer Special, Sidra over Infantry, and pass. Nethabis toss out Infantry, getting Legendary Atlantean Tridon. Infantry kill off Sidra, Deep Sea for Guitar. Dry, Core, Jelly Cannon, and Naxter. As for Jelly Cannon, when a monster declares an attack, target 1 monster anywhere on the field, shuffle it back into the deck. Hold? If this card is banished, target 1 Sidra you control. The proper name treatment of Cyber Dragon while it's face up. The case is, can't be killed by battle effects. You know what? Fair. Guitar, level modify. 2 waters into Coral. Coral, bring back Infantry. Infantry extra normal Tridon. Synchro into Prima Donna. I shall grant you Jelly Cannon and an equivalent exchange for Marksman. And the reason being is because Cheng Ying. Shuffle back for no reason. Miss Starboy to pump up waters. Guitar, Banish buff of Changing. Changing. Banish 2 more Sidras. Technically Cyber Dragon and Vier. Game state simplified. Changing lethal. And his next matchup with his hand, perfect. Normal Deep Sea Diva, Special to Infantry, Extra Normal Tridon, Deep Sea Repetitor, discard Dragoon, Dragoon getting Mooling Glacier, 2 waters into Coral, Mooling Glacier, Ubel, Cross out, Coral, bring back Deep Sea, Aria, banish Dragoon for Deep Sea, Synchro for Lancia, and 1 set. Trap Trick for the sake of Spiritual Water Art, Aoi, Tribute Coral. Can confirm Board Breaker alert. Lightning Storm is immediately gonna get hand ripped. Also, Reborn, Veiler, and Driver. Monster Reborn, the Ubel, Lancia for General Ryo, normal effect Veiler, SP Little Knight, Lancia, SP Escape, oh, and you're gonna have to pay the cost if you want the escape to happen. And of course, opponent literally loses everything. Game state simplified. For Defender, also, Lancia left the field just because of an opponent's card. Thank you so much, SP. It literally grants me a Ice Barrier Synchro from the extra deck. Most cases, Trishula, to be precise, for even more banishment. And last but not least, with his hand extremely perfect. Normal Buster Whelp for Prologue, Illusion, getting Souls, put something back, Magician Souls, toss out Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic, to special itself, Anaconda, pay 2,000, toss out Red Eyes Fuse. Can't let you get to Dragoon, my guy. Minstrel, toss out Dragoon. Maxi, Prologue, toss out Buster Blader, and Destruction Sword Memories. And by Buster Blader, the retrained guy, aka Destruction Swordsman, and on top of that, Destruction Sword Memories banish. Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. This is the part where change all dragons your opponent controls to defense, and dragon monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects. Buster Dragon. Everybody becomes dragons in terms of opponent's monsters. So as a result, with these two out, you're basically Buster locking your opponent. Illusion and Eternal Soul. Dragoon and Prologue. Oh, and it's just to make sure that Destruction Sword cards you control, that's not what I thought it was, can't be killed by battle card effects. But realistically, it doesn't make a difference when evenly matched is a card. Also, game state simplifies. After the pickup of Neptibus. And then Buster Blader, Toy, Shining Sark, Scoop. So guys, that's going to do it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.